Hello everybody and welcome to another Super Metroid hack. This is Exercise by Hiryu. I am not quite sure how to pronounce his name. It's Hiryu. And he also made 7-Star and Paddle, so if you're familiar with those, this is the same person. And the T in Planet was messed up there. Anyway, first things first, this is post-commentated because when I started out to test it, it did not seem that great, so I ended up just playing through it. However, this actually won me over, so it has that going for it. Now, I will say right off the bat, a lot of this hack, tiling, to me, they don't look that great. And in some places, they are downright nasty. I think almost everyone could pretty much agree with that. May not necessarily, but that is actually, I think, probably the biggest fault with it. And that's not actually that bad if the biggest fault is just how it looks. So with that out of the way, these little, not the Criterion tiles, but the rocky tiles up top there, those things remind me of Aegis. It's another Super Metroid hack that's been in development longer than Fear, so it's been around a long time. And a lot of people have looked forward to, you might be familiar with it yourself. I don't know if they were ripped from the same game or something like that, I don't know, but they look very similar to what was in Aegis, so that just struck me for some reason, because I hadn't seen them anywhere else. But other than that, the leaning side is set up very interesting, very interestingly. Basically, I thought I was stuck. I really wasn't, but this had me confused for a little bit. Could have been cleared up with one little thing, but that obviously wasn't there, so I got this instead. It really isn't that difficult, I was just being stupid, which is not that surprising. So yeah, that's basically the map. All I can explore in the landing site for now. But there is a door out of here that I've just missed, and I think I come up soon to seeing it. Eventually here, I get around to it. Very eventually. Oh yeah, there's a weird looking Chozo statue down there. The Chozo statues, some of the graphics have been changed. There's actually some neat little changes with some things. We'll get to that a little bit later, which we'll see it there a little later on in this video, but some of the other graphics look really weird. The Chozo statues in particular look strange. Very strange. It's interesting, but it's strange. So anyway, up here, that hole in the ceiling is a door that I just haven't jumped through yet. It took me a little bit to realize, oh, I could jump up through this. It's an actual door. And my confusion would have been fixed by a door cap, but there's literally nowhere I can go, and there's not that much place to look through and explore, so I was going to find it eventually. So I don't mind that so much. But sometimes, that is something to consider. Sometimes doors hanging up in the ceiling like that, where there's no door caps that are visible or anything like that, those can confuse a player, because they may not realize that it's actually a door. So, yeah. But anyway. Yeah, I was like, at this point I was like, this may be the end of this hack. But thankfully it wasn't. Yeah, you just jump up there, that was all there was. And you're taunted with a power bomb, which you quite obviously cannot get yet, anytime soon. And there's some slope errors in this room that I was playing around with down here. It's like, But anyway. Over here is actually where our morph ball is. And I should say, the tiling is what, or just to make it clear, the tiling is what makes a lot of the ugliness in this hack, to me. The palettes, on the other hand, I generally don't mind, and I kind of like them. There is one area in particular, which we'll get to later. Maybe much later. But there is one area that I think actually looks really good. And it also has pretty good palette. But that's one area out of the whole hack, so. But again, if I'm just complaining about how it looks, that's not. And that's the biggest complaint, that's not that bad. So we've got these nice little glass block thingies. Kind of see behind them, you kind of can't. Obviously the pixels within the thing make the interesting little effect there. So it's not just clear. So those are pretty neat. Some of the other really neat things that we'll see shortly, or at least in this video, are the shot blocks, crumble blocks, bomb blocks. Like the crumbling slash exploding animation has been changed, and the animation actually, I really do like the animation. The blocks themselves, not so much. Like right there, I guess there was some shot blocks. The animation I like, but when he has them respawn, I guess, then that doesn't look so great. I mean, they stand out for sure, but doesn't quite look the best. And then these zero mission tiles thrown in here, they seem kind of strange, but oh well. So basically the whole first part of this hack, obviously leading you up to get more missiles, whatnot, your basic early items, which should almost always be early in every hack. I know some hacks like to give more for bombs and such late, and it's interesting. It's still that's hard to do because the player is so used to having these things, especially early. It's like if you don't have them, you start feeling like you're really missing something. And you start worrying about that. It's really it's hard to do right. I mean, there's no real way to do it right. You either have them late or you don't. But it's kind of hard for the person playing the hack. It's like, this is so different. And this room, slightly interesting. This was most likely the old Mother Brain tank room. There's a gate there, which I was a little confused about, but there's an item behind it when the room state changes. And obviously, we're not in that room state yet. And I am still not sure why you can glitch gates that are with the switch on the left side, but you can't do it on the right side. Because it's still one tile over, whatnot. I guess there's something with the projectile spawning with Samus, or something like, I really don't know. It's something or other. But it's weird. And down here, interesting thing. So yeah, I was kind of shocked by the off-put, I guess I should say, about this room. Looks weird. So anyway, I saved there. And that becomes important in a little bit, because I do something stupid. So this place it's still in the pre-bombs, missiles, room state, whatever. And actually the Crockmar tiles mixed in with this go pretty well. And that screen blend in really well too. So yeah, instead of going that way, I decided to keep looking through this room, and because of that, I decided I want to cross the spike pit over here. And this is where an interesting, I guess, bug of sorts came up. And that is what a bomb block looks like, just so you know. So I die. Now at this point, I think I should load into the room, which I do. But the room state is now changed, and I don't know why. So I load into the room here. There's no more fog, the music's changed, there's more enemies in here, the eyeball's gone. I don't know why the room state changed. There's nothing I've done that should have changed it. Because if there were, or there was something I did, then it should have happened when I went down the elevator. But it didn't. So why it changed after I died, I don't know. I just don't know. It's something weird that just happened, and I don't know how to explain it. I guess it just, I don't even know how to make a guess at that. I mean, obviously when I loaded from the save, it thought I was in this new room state, but I don't have the items that should have set off this room state, which is the missile. Yeah, it's like that. So I become a genius again. The room state's changed, so there was that weird block. Maybe there's an item on top of it. Well, no. There is no item on top of it. And again with... There's a jumping slide hopper at you. But again with some slightly confusing level design or whatever, I guess. I just let the thing hit me in the face. Oh, and the energy drops are worth more now, so that's good. I actually kind of prefer hacks where the energy drops are higher. Same with the missile pickups and whatnot. So this room, you're locked in here. And there's a couple of strange things. First of all, you know those annoying guys right here. Broken block there. I kind of figured the gamer's supposed to break that, but I'll look around. Sort of. I don't know, I was kind of all over the place when I was playing this. As you will see. So the missile refill, we'll actually won't see it in this video, but there's something really neat about those, and energy refills, we'll get into that later. Probably the next video. So in here is our map station. Shows us the rest of Brinstar, or at least the rest of what's on the map. And this hack is kind of, sort of like a half hack in a way. Not really, but kind of. That's a very terrible explanation, but like there's rooms that are very clearly rooms from the original. You'll recognize them very easily, so that part is kind of obvious, but that save station, I don't know why that's there. And it may be because I think this hack is smaller than the original Super Metroid, but there was literally a save station 2 rooms over from here, and then there's one there. There's really nothing in between, so I don't know why that one was put there, but oh well. So I've explored my options. I'm going to take this guy and break the block over here, because I actually feel like a genius for thinking of this. So obviously, I can't destroy this guy, so I meant to just wait for it and follow it to come and break this block. And that's obviously what I'm being told. However, it does not break the blocks. So, yeah. And this I there's a little bit of an issue with this. Now, I'm locked into 3 rooms. 2 of them are map and save room. The other one is this big room. So I have to find a secret here, which there is one, so I'm not stuck. I'm actually supposed to be here. But there is actually no hint for what you're supposed to find. Not even a dent in the ceiling you can jump up through. It's in these pipes over here right above the door. I guess there is kind of a hint on the mini-map there. There's a pathway up there, but there's no hint in the pipes. Then you just have to shoot them, and then you get up here. That thing is the Chozo statue in this hack. That is what they look like. Very strange. And that is also our first missile in there, which we'll get shortly, and that just about ends the video off. After, of course, I make another amazing brain-dead move. So, these guys running against the wall there. Thinking, maybe the enemy can't pass through it. Nope. Must need this other guy. Well, no. Because if those guys don't break that block, this guy isn't going to break it either, but I decided to take him along anyway, because I wasn't thinking. It's just a shop block. And with that, you can roll in and get your first missile from the weird Chozo. Very strange looking. And that's actually going to end it off, because I end off with the elevator here, so thanks for watching, and we will see you for part 2 of Exercise.